Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check pass. Check pass. Check. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 or. Right there. 56. I'm coming.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Get ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Don't get nervous. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 30.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
That first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready, set. 56, Mike, 56. Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come. Small. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Lefty.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
180. I'm coming after you. Let's go. Great.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point, so feel good.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 22 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
It seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
180. Hey, watch the slip.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Lefty. Kill. Kill.
Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check. Crunch. 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 Watch twist. Watch go.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cardinals.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you. Shoot.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This is taken at his 4. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day. Hey, Zoo. 5.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Down. 70. Indy. 56. Stay with you. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
West. Hey, orbit.
56.
Now.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, watch the leg.
Wentz now on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
58 for Mike. I'm coming after you. Tight dog. Quick the edge. Go. Back.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Done.
Here we go. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. Get set.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter.
That's got to be a long day. Mike
54. Mike's 50. Hey, wahoo!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
54 is Mike Alpha. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hard. Hard. Screen. Two.
He'll drop to throw.
Check, check, check.
Able to find Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, stand up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Hey, Delta.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch! Switch! Hey, lock it! Bang, 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 bang!
A toss play, Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the 1st down or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One final try now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
results in a fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's put that team on the bus.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.